Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nyawera Mwendwa. If you're new here, karibu sana. I'm all about parenthood, spiritual growth, and entrepreneurship. In today's video, we get to talk to Sheila, the founder of Haven of Refuge, a foundation that deals with women, children in marginalized communities. So sit tight and enjoy the show. Welcome to my channel.
Thank you.
It's an honor to have you. Let me tell you how I met Sheila. I met Sheila through my husband, and it was a fellowship. You remember 5 years ago?
It's been 5 years.
Yes, it's been 5 years. Imagine. And so I joined this Bible study where Sheila was leading us, and just growing with a family and doing life together. I'm so honored to have met you then, and even for our friendship to grow, and even to hear her story now and her journey. You guys, she has done an amazing job. And so maybe just tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
Okay. My name is Sheila.
Yeah.
Adasa Achieng. I'm the firstborn in a family of 4. Okay. I came to know the Lord at a very young age. And I usually tell people at that time, I didn't pretty much understand what decision I was making or what that... You know when you're in Sunday school?
Yeah, oh yeah. Me too. I got born again class 7. So I feel you. You just told who wants to get born again? Me.
And the whole idea of going to hell.
Yes. Freaks you out.
Yes.
Right? Exactly. So you just accept, you're like, yes, Jesus.
Yes,
but
Jesus.
You really don't know exactly.
You don't know what you're committing to.
Yeah.
So I think God now took that and He has worked with me throughout.
Wow.
It does not mean that I've not had my fair share.
Yeah, we've all had our fair shares, right?
Drama. Yeah. Doing things that you're not supposed to do. But it's all part of the process where you're learning stuff. And I start with that background because it is what has now finally shaped me into the person I am today. The Sheila that I am today came alive 8 or 9 years ago. Before that, probably I was just going through the motions, doing everything that everybody does to stay sane, to stay grounded, being involved in youth activities, which was very nice because those are the things that now kept us away from trouble and many funny. Because I remember when I moved from Eldoret to Nairobi, there's a church I joined, and it was a very vibrant youth group. Yeah. And then we were leaders. I found myself in the leadership. And one of the things that used to happen, we would finish church together. We were a group of maybe 15, 20 people. Okay. And you'd find us all walking home together. The brothers ensuring that the sisters have made it home safe and sound. So even if you had an interest in someone, everybody knew. Of course. And there was nothing hidden, there was nothing secretive about it. Yeah. So we'd all come home together and then go back. We had enough youth activities that would help us just stay grounded and focused on the main agenda. And trying to also stay pure and trying to stay away from making choices that would be detrimental also to our lives and ultimately our future. So I'm grateful for that journey. Myself in a place where I was so broken and I felt so lost. I didn't know who I was. And God now began. It's like where you have done everything in your wisdom, everything in your power, and God now is saying, now I'm checking in.
Watch this space.
Yes. But I've always loved engaging. Yeah, people.
You have, Sheila. I remember that fellowship, she had to assign someone to go and start another one. I used to look at you and say, wow, for sure, as in you really inspired most of us. And even just sharing the word of God, you're like, now I'm leaving this group, I'm going to form another one, because you want people to grow in the word.
Yes.
Can you imagine? And maybe I just wanted to ask you, like, when you're growing up, had you seen this working with people, like sharing the word of God? Did you see it in anywhere in your life?
Never.
Nothing.
My earliest memory of growing up was always in my room with a book.
Oh, really? But you like reading a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was always that child who was, after I finished everything, every chore,
get a book and that's it.
I go to my room and I love my peace and quiet. My mom would encourage me to come and sit out with her. Because growing up I was very reserved, very shy.
Okay.
But still, if I had friends I was comfortable around, I was probably the loudest.
Okay.
I had the moments.
Yeah.
But I still just enjoyed those intimate conversations. But I never thought that I'll ever be doing even what I'm doing currently.
Yeah. And I just want you to talk to us about, you were at some point a career woman, I remember. And she used to juggle both. She comes from work, fellowship has to happen. So I want to know, like, what was that moment or point that you decided you're closing this chapter and starting your purpose?
I was so restless at work. And I was trying, every day I'm trying to meet my deadlines and my targets.
Yeah. What company were you working with?
Britam. I was selling insurance.
Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, she sold insurance to us. Oh my gosh.
Oh yes. When I was selling insurance, I sold to everyone I knew. All my friends bought.
By the way, oh yeah. Good. Yeah, it's good to support your friends, right?
What?
Yeah.
Hey, they really supported me. It was that back and forth where you feel like God is leading you towards a certain direction.
Yeah.
But you're like, maybe I'm hearing my own things.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just being over spiritual over this.
Over spiritual.
I want to be a career woman.
Yeah.
Hey.
But God had other plans for you.
Where? I remember the first few years I had grace. Then after that, you just know when your season is over. Even this name, Heaven of Refuge.
Yeah.
I remember there was a time it came in a dream, either a dream or I had a vision of it, and I wrote it down.
You did?
Yes. But then I forgot about it. I didn't know even what that meant.
Okay.
So I just moved on with life. When I was doing my things, I'm looking for clients. Suddenly, I'm getting clients. Now how I knew things were thick, I am getting clients. They are ready to sign up. They feel everything. Then suddenly they don't have money. Or or you as Grace, I presented to you a year ago. You called me, oh Sheila, now I'm ready, I have everything. I'd like to invest this much every month. So I come to you, you fill the forms, you sign everything. The only thing left now is for you to make the payment. Suddenly Grace does not have the money. But she's the one who called me.
Yeah.
I was like, hey God.
You're trying to tell me something.
You're trying to tell me something.
Yes.
But you know, you are still thinking, maybe I'm thinking my own things. But also now what pushed me out ultimately, I remember that year there was a mission I was meant to go for. And it was beginning to get harder and harder to get out of work, even to get leave days.
Yeah.
Because now the targets were immense. There was a lot of pressure from the management coming down.
Yeah.
So you going to tell your boss that I'll be away for a week sounded like a funny joke.
It does.
And I was so restless about it. I was like, hey, I want to go for this. I know I'm supposed to go for this mission, but I don't know how to get out. And that's the time I was way below target. So we were taken through training again. It was the beginning of the year. We were being retrained again. And I excelled. But for some strange reason, I was told that, oh, you failed. I was like, how? I thought I got above 80%. How are you telling me I got 50%?
Yeah.
So now I was to be retrained again. I was like,
I'm not walking that road again.
Yes.
No.
So ultimately, all that restlessness and now business not coming through at all. Every client I'm signing up, something seems to be happening. Anytime I think about work, there's just this pressure.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was just caving in and it was becoming too much. One day I woke up. I've never felt so much peace. I wrote that resignation letter.
Wow. And you handed it in.
And I handed it in. And my boss thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
And then he was asking me, what are you going to do? I'm like, I had a plan. I remember telling him, I'm going to the mission field. He thought I was crazy.
Yeah, I actually, then it sounded ridiculous. Like, really?
Honestly, it did.
Yeah, who's going to be paying your bills?
Yes.
So
those are the questions he was asking.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And I remember even for 1 year,
Yeah.
my manager held on to my resignation letter, hoping that I would go back.
What?
Yes.
The job is here for you.
Yes.
If you come back, I give you the job.
And I just told him, I don't think I'm coming. And anytime I thought of going back, I would get a phone call from a client, a random client complaining about something. So sometimes in your mind you're thinking, maybe I go back.
Yeah.
I try to juggle the two. God is like, no.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
But he somehow provided.
Yeah.
He reminded me of my hands. And he reminded me how I love to make meals.
Yeah.
And he will send me clients every so often.
Yeah, that's how you started. There's something you started about cooking.
Yes.
Yeah, so you moved from your work, you've resigned, and then you started cooking.
I say cooking now. I used to do it before,
Okay.
but not so seriously.
Yeah.
But now it became like now my main source of income. And then now, through that, God, just conversing with God, he was like, you can teach people how to do this. In my mind, I'm thinking, me teach who, how? That idea was birthed.
Yeah.
He gave me a student, several students.
Yeah.
And when I thought that was it, it was like, no, I need you to register.
Wow. Amazing. So you have students that you're teaching them how to cook.
Yes.
And you're also doing other gigs like, have you ever done a wedding?
Yes, I have.
Ah, nice, amazing.
I've done at least 4 or 5 weddings.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So in that you're still doing mission work?
Yeah.
And cooking and mission work. So you're getting, your bills are being paid.
My bills are being paid.
See God.
Yes.
And it's funny how we limit God. And we're like, I really want to stick to this job. Because, okay, with a job, you're certain at a particular date of the month, something is going to creep into my account.
Oh, yes.
But now when you're working out and doing what you love, you're not certain. It's just like business.
Oh, yes.
Today you're up, tomorrow you're down.
And it has its moments.
Yeah.
Honestly, it has its moments. But if there's any lesson I have picked, even when things seem to be going downwards, as long as you're in the will of the Father, He will always make a way.
Amen.
And for me, I experienced that during COVID.
Yeah.
When COVID hit, I really panicked.
Mm-hmm.
No more functions.
No more functions.
No more gatherings.
No more students.
No more students.
So what happened? What? Yeah, for sure.
And at that point,
you
I
must have
thought,
panicked.
I really did. I even started looking for a cheaper house.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
That's the year delivery services now was birthed. You find that in the previous years, God has really helped me harness my gifting in making mandazis and chapatis.
Yeah. Oh, she's good. She's good at it. Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
And that's something that she used to do. If you invite her to your place, she will not come empty-handed. She will lose her hands, her gifted hands, and your mandazis. Yeah, aki unaweza kosa kukula. Uko tu hapa, it's mandazis for me. Oh, your mandazis are everything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think I made more money during COVID than any other year.
Look at that.
Imagine. That's to tell you how God is not limited.
He's not.
And He's not limited by our fears or the circumstances around us.
Amen.
He is God and He's sovereign.
Amen.
And He will always watch over His children.
Oh, yeah.
I started teaching people how to make meals for their babies. Something
Winning
I'd
or
never-
something.
yeah.
Okay.
Something I'd never really thought about. But it was birthed and voila. God just opening doors and giving you ideas.
Yeah.
So you find yourself even having a conversation with Grace, and then Grace asks you something, do you do this? And you're like, oh yeah, by the way, I can make your kitchen, I can remodel your kitchen, I can get you kitchen stuff, equipment and whatnot. Because these are things I'm passionate about.
Yeah,
I'm really passionate about the kitchen,
Exactly.
strangely enough.
Yeah.
Anything kitchen related. So I will just get clients. Oh, I need these appliances. Oh, I need cutlery. Oh, I need ABCD. Yes.
Yeah.
So, anyway, my gifting,
Yeah.
God has used to pave the way for me and to pay my bills. Yeah. So I don't have to worry about that
Yeah.
because now I'm constantly on the mission field.
And I want you to talk about that actually. How did you now start the mission and your foundation?
Two things.
Mm-hmm.
One time we're invited to go minister in this school
Mm-hmm.
outside Nairobi.
Okay.
And I heard what these kids were being taught by some person.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that is so wrong.
Oh, wow.
This is someone who apparently has come to encourage young children.
Yeah.
Instead of building their faith, he's instilling fear in them.
No.
Yes. And I remember even that time,
Yeah.
our fellowship, our Bible study group, and there's the one that went for that mission.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't make it.
You didn't make it. Maybe you're
Yeah.
planning for your wedding or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Because it was the same year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I went with some of our members,
Mhm.
and we sat in that classroom and we looked at each other and wondered, what? This person is preaching everything out of context of what we know. And you see, these are young minds. They're still learning, so they don't know so much.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was one of the incidents.
Mm-hmm.
Incident number 2,
Mm-hmm.
I found myself working with street kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
You actually brought some in our Bible study then.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they even tried living with one,
Yeah. I
trying to
remember.
help him rebuild his life.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
But I realized
Yeah.
for them to transition from the streets to a home
A home.
is not easy.
It's not.
They're used to freedom
It's not.
out there.
Yeah.
So even as I was working with them, interacting with them, I began to realize, yes, we will take them the word. Yes, we will give them food when we meet. But how about we create a lasting solution?
Mm.
Because I'd come back home and be like, I know today we gave them something to eat, but I've left them in the same situation.
Wow. Yeah.
So it really started,
That's deep. Yeah.
it really started messing up with my mind because I was
Mm.
like, I'm doing something, yes, which is good, but how
What's
about-
the long term?
Yeah.
How can I help them be out and get to do
Yeah.
something?
And for the longest time, if the people God has always sent my way are women, for the strangest reason, every Bible study group I've ever led, I always end up with majority
Being
women.
women. Yeah.
Or even when I was selling insurance, I would meet ladies who are going through so many things in life. And I'm like, how can we help?
Yeah.
And that's where now this was birthed.
Okay. Haven of
Haven.
refuge.
God reminded me, I do not know how that happened, but He
Yeah.
just reminded me, haven
Mm.
of refuge. This is a place of refuge.
Mm.
If I meet you today, you're in a bad place. By the time I'm finishing my journey with you, because I do not know for how long we'll be in each other's lives,
Yeah.
something should have changed.
Mhm.
If you are a person who hated herself or himself, because sometimes, yes, I will meet men, you should be able to embrace who God created you to be. You should be able to identify with who you are. And in that process, even as you heal, being able to realize, wait a minute, I have skills,
Mm-hmm.
I have gifts
Mm-hmm.
that can, do something
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
So we began to realize, okay, fine. For this one who has run away from home because of all of this, then there's a woman somewhere who is also stuck.
Yes.
And she's wondering, how do I get out?
Oh no.
And sometimes her worth and her entire life is built on this one human being.
Yeah.
Her focus is on this one human being. If this guy doesn't provide, if he doesn't bring
We are
this,
stuck.
we are stuck.
Yeah.
And she doesn't think that she can get out.
Because that's what she's been told.
Yes.
What?
And
Mm-hmm.
in most cases you find,
Mm-hmm.
there are things that have been spoken to her.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
To the point that she believes, even if I walk out of this situation, sometimes it's not even a marriage, just a toxic situationship,
Yeah.
and you're thinking, how do I walk out of this? This person already has rejected me, because that is something I remember battling with when I was in a bad relationship.
Yeah.
You're like, if this person has rejected me, who else will love me?
Mm.
And
Oh my.
even in this, there is no physical violence. It's just
emotional
Emotional,
abuse.
yes.
Yeah.
And I realized, for me, it has taken God so many years to just remove the words that people have spoken over my life.
Yeah.
Words that people have said that at some point defined me and made me even stagnate in life, because I didn't think that I could ever amount to anything or anyone would love me, all those kind of
I
things.
can imagine, yeah. And the impact actually it has on someone.
Yes.
Yeah. So seeing that in other women.
Yeah, seeing that in other women, I was like, okay. Because all these are the people God will bring my way.
Wow.
And now helping them realize, wait, you know what? You're fearfully and wonderfully made. And guess what? God has good plans for you. And guess what? This person does not define you. It is the Lord who defines you.
Oh, yeah.
So I knew there needed to be a space where I'm trusting God to one day have that place where people can just come, go through healing.
Yeah.
And us walking with them. And then healthier mothers being able to work again, make something for themselves, and be able to provide for their children.
Wow.
So even when I go out there on the mission field, when I'm working with women, when I'm working with the young ones, I'm telling them, yes, you have your education, but also you have a skill, you have a gift that God has given you. That also can give you an income.
Yeah. Just give us a scenario of you going on a mission. So, like you've said, you invite so many people. Like, what specific fields do you mostly go with to these marginalized communities?
My journey with missions started
way back. Yeah.
I was volunteering in this organization that will do medical camps and do evangelism.
Okay.
So I was serving in the evangelism department. But now, when Heaven of Refuge was registered, I found myself being invited now to areas I had never been to before. And now I realize as I go to these communities, when you engage with the people, because now it's not a hit and run scenario.
Yeah.
You go to this village, maybe your host is a pastor, like now where I'm currently serving.
Okay.
Our host is a pastor. He takes us around the villages.
Yeah.
So even as you're having conversations with these people, you're able to hear what they would like to know about. So I listen to their conversations.
Yeah.
I listen to the things they're desiring to learn about.
Yeah.
Then now when I come back, I'm like, Grace, you've done finance, right?
Yeah.
I need you to come talk to these people about finance. How can they save their money? How can they invest their money?
I get it.
Yeah.
And maybe talk to us about now your skill, the fellowship you have in cooking, and then the fellowship. So do you do it in Haven of Refuge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last year God gave me a desire.
Yeah.
And it was one to continue with whatever I do in the communities, to continue with it here in Nairobi.
Okay.
Because you realize everyone is looking for somewhere they can just pour their hearts out.
Yeah.
And one of the ways for me to do that is usually when you're cooking, yes, you teach people something new.
Yeah.
And you also learn from them. Like now for the food fellowship was basically back to teach people how to cook. But also I realize as I'm doing it, now this is the second month we've done it.
Yeah.
I'm realizing even me there's something I can learn
from other people.
Yeah. Yeah. So we cook. And one of the things that was so amazing, when we had the first one, we were all ladies. We were 9 of us with one gentleman. And they came, and I thought I would need to do some crazy icebreakers.
Yeah.
But the moment I put people in the kitchen space, everyone was talking. So by the time we were sitting down to eat the meal we had prepared, and starting to talk.
Oh, you had gelled in so well.
The walls had been broken.
Yeah.
And people were able to have vulnerable conversations. And by the time the day was over, nobody even wanted to go home. It's only that now it's dark. You guys have to go. And then after COVID, people have really missed fellowship.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm one of them. Oh Lord.
You should come to the next
I
one.
I need to, because what COVID did, it sort of separated people. But we need to go back, and do life together. It was amazing because we were together in
We
word.
were created for fellowship.
I'm telling you, we were. How long has the Haven of Refuge been? When was it founded?
It was founded in 2019.
2019.
So those are how many years?
Those are 4 years.
Wait, 2018.
2018. That's
Yes.
5 years.
5 years.
Right? Wow.
It's evolving.
Yeah.
And I'm growing with it as it goes.
Yeah.
God gives you a vision.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't get the full picture.
It's true.
Actually, you never get the full picture. You
Mhm.
just know, this is the vision.
Yeah.
This is what I want you to do. Then now you start following.
Yeah.
If you get an open door somewhere, you go through it. Not that every open door you should walk into, but he leads.
He does.
Yeah. And
Wow.
as he leads, he equips you with
Mm.
what you need, because now when I'm doing the mission,
Mm.
I need to fundraise. Do I know how to fundraise?
That's another task. Okay.
So you're learning on the job.
Yeah.
When you're going to the communities.
Different languages. I think those are the challenges, right?
Yes.
You have to learn on the job. Communication barrier. You learn on the job.
In fact, after going to court for so many months, I'm like, now I need to really start learning this language.
Yeah.
And I became so passionate about core when I realized this is the Rendile community.
Okay.
The last time I had, the only time I think I ever learned or had about the Rendile was when I was in primary.
Yeah. Was it GHC?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I didn't know where they live
Yeah.
until 3 years ago I was introduced to them. And even then I thought I would just go back for a crash program and come back. Because it's very hard even to get there. But now every time I go, I'm like, okay, we need to come back again. You see. You feel the burden.
Yeah, I get you.
And then the other thing that also I really loved about this community, they will not tell you that we are poor. Just show us, how can we create wealth? How can we...
Oh no, there's that hunger.
There's that hunger.
Wow.
They're not waiting for handouts.
Yeah.
They're just like, we need water, because water is a major issue there.
Okay.
And show us, how can we do this?
Yeah.
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 Being on the mission field teaches you contentment.
I can imagine.
It humbles you.
But it's not easy as well, being a missionary, right?
It's fun.
But it has its ups and downs.
Let me tell you, right now, I'd give up everything to just stay there.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Because now this is a community where still FGM is being practiced. And I know there is a group of people who are really trying to eradicate it.
Yeah.
But it will take a while.
Oh, okay.
And one of the things the pastor recognized, and that's one of the things about having a good leader, he realized, let's start with our children. If we can change their minds towards FGM and educate them.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And one of the things I've employed is they're teaching them the word and they're also educating them. So slowly by slowly, this community is going to change.
It is. It won't be the same.
It won't be the same.
No, it won't be the same.
So I found it easier working with them because they're investing in the young ones and teaching them.
Yeah.
Education before was not embraced, but now at least the community is embracing education. Their girls now are going to school.
Yeah, that's
They
really
have,
nice.
yeah, and there are a few
Wow.
cases where girls have been rescued from early marriages.
Can you imagine seeing all this happening? That must really feel good.
Honestly,
some fulfillment. It brings some.
It really feels nice because
Yeah.
you and I have never had an issue of going to school.
Can you imagine someone somewhere is not being able to go to school?
Yeah.
FGM.
And you are brought up, as I was saying, you are brought up thinking your work as a lady
Yeah.
is to grow up. When you get to the age of 12, get married to some
married.
old man, get children. That's all you're ever meant to
Can you
do,
imagine?
to amount to in life. Yes.
What kind of purpose is that someone is living?
Yet God created us for so much more.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So when you meet people who are trying to make change.
Wow.
You join them.
Incredible. Yeah. Oh, kudos.
In whatever small way.
Yeah, I can actually feel. I mean, I've not even done anything, but I can feel the result of how it feels when you're seeing changes.
Wow, it feels so
You know?
nice.
Oh. What is it that you've learned over time for all those years since you left work and just started this journey that you'd want to encourage someone? Maybe they are a career woman or career person or guy, but they have this passion and they know God is calling them to serve. What is it that you can tell them or encourage them to do?
My question to people nowadays is this. As you live your life, are you adding value to the lives of those around you? What impact are you leaving? And I realize it is fear that keeps most of us in this kind of bondage. And it's a cycle that never ends. This world really has nothing to offer us.
Ooh, amazing.
And now I find so much joy in being able to help. Let me share a story.
Okay.
Of one of the incidents. Last year we had a mission. We have several mission trips in Kor.
Yeah.
But I remember one of them, we went to do a team building for the teachers. And we're going to one of the schools and our host was not able to take us. So he requested, these people are very communal. It's a small community where if I need your help and you're able to take me somewhere.
Oh, okay.
It's also one of those places where your vehicle is not your own.
It's for the whole community.
For the whole community. And your vehicle, there's always room for one more. Even if it means someone is sick. I remember when we were picked by the head teachers from the school we were going to. And they were like, in Kor, your vehicle, there's always room for one more.
Wow.
You don't leave.
I'm sure that's a community.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it was like, if I leave that person on the road, na ni usiku,
I'm sure.
atapatikana na fisi.
Oh, okay.
Unaona?
Yeah.
So you know in Nairobi the way you are in your car.
Yeah, but Nairobi you can't compare Nairobi
Yes.
or yeah.
No, you can't. Things have happened.
Yeah.
But now there, they will never leave anyone.
No, okay. Yeah, behind.
Even
I
if
get
you're
you.
squeezing all of you.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So this guy is like, please take for me my guests to this school. They need to go there. So we are going. Kume is overhearing the conversations I'm having with one of my friends.
Okay.
Hey, on our way back, dude is like, I heard you guys talking about CD. You're going to teach people how to make cakes.
Yeah.
So you guys bake? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
He's like, now, I was in Marsabit. Now Kor is Marsabit County.
Okay.
But now from Kor into Marsabit is more than 100 kilometers.
Oh, okay.
And
the distance.
yes. And everything they need is in Marsabit. Even a bakery.
Oh my. Wow.
So this guy had gone to Marsabit. He
Yeah.
forgot it was his daughter's birthday.
Oh.
He didn't buy a cake. And he's thinking, wait, we're going to my shop right now and give you whatever you need.
Yeah.
Just tell me what you need.
Do
In
a
my mind,
cake
I'm
for my
like,
child.
I'm telling him, my icing is not perfect.
Yeah.
Please, I just need a cake for my child.
Please.
Grace, we
Yeah.
made a cake.
Oh wow.
See, they were happy. And for me,
Amazing.
I remember sleeping that night. I was like, wow, God, it's such a simple thing.
Imagine. It's the small things that count.
Yes.
Sheila. Small things.
But it made a huge difference
Exactly.
in this little girl's life.
Exactly.
So, whatever you're doing,
Mm.
what impact is it creating? And whose life are you touching? So that one day when you die, you have no regrets. Live your life such that when you die, you literally die empty because you've given of yourself. Be it at your place of work, be it in your community, wherever you are, be it in your family. Giving of your time, giving of your resources, and sometimes even just offering a listening ear goes a long way. Someone just needs someone to listen to them.
Yeah.
Not to judge them, not to question why things are not working out for them. They just need a shoulder to lean on. Yeah, that's That's what I can really say.
Oh, thank you so much, Sheila, for sharing your journey. As in, even as you're talking, I was just questioning myself. What am I doing? What am I doing?
But you're doing something.
I'm doing something, but you always feel like you need to do more, you know, like just listening to your story. It has been amazing. I really enjoyed this video.
Thank you. Me too.
And yeah, I have, for sure I have. And I think for me, like what Sheila has said, what are you doing to help others in your community? How are you building others? Yes, you can be a career person, but beyond being a career person, what is it that you're doing? What is your passion? What are you passionate about? And also she mentioned about you may not be out in the field, but there's so many things you can do. You can pray, you can offer your services.
Yeah.
You know, you're a doctor, you're in finance,
yes.
you can offer your services, you know, and just build this generation and the impact you leave behind. That is what people will remember you for.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've been inspired.
Amen.
I've been motivated to continue to help and help and help. So till we meet again, it's adios.
Bye. Thank you.